Okay, hi. So a follower just told me that I should talk about beating insecurity today, and this is totally unscripted, so I had like 2 minutes to think about what I wanted to say. But the first thing that came to mind was these two books that I have. They're both by Louise Hay, and this one is called Heart Thoughts, and it's about change your thoughts, this page, and it says, how many times have you refused to think a positive thought about yourself? Well, you can refuse to think negative thoughts about yourself, too. People say, I can't stop thinking a thought. Yes, you can. You have to make up your mind that it's what you're going to do. You don't have to fight your thoughts when you want to change things. When that negative voice comes up, you can say, thank you for sharing, and I'm choosing to do something else. I don't want to buy into that anymore. I want to create another way of thinking. Don't fight your thoughts. Acknowledge them and go beyond them. Okay? And the other one is the same author. It's called Meditations to Heal Your Life. And this page is about self-love. It says, my love is powerful. I treat myself as if I am someone who is deeply loved, which you are. All kinds of events come and go, yet through it all the love for myself is constant. This is not being vain or conceited. People who are vain or conceited have a lot of self-hatred covered over by a layer of I'm better than you. Self-love is simply appreciating the miracle of my own being. When I really love myself, I cannot hurt myself, and I cannot hurt another person. To me, the answer to world peace is unconditional love. It begins with self-acceptance and self-love. I no longer wait to be perfect in order to love myself. I accept myself exactly as I am right here and now. So I'm not saying that these pages out of books are the miracle cure for beating insecurity, but for people that really struggle to find anything good about themselves and even think one positive thought, reading something like that for maybe just 5 minutes puts something very soothing, comforting, positive, and lovely into their heads, and they can start to um, work towards a more positive, uh, see themselves in a more positive light. Also, this book, I'm not going to read anything from it, but it's just the best thing I've ever read. It's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. It's You have to read it. You just read it. My therapist maybe 2 weeks ago was talking about how when you have negative beliefs about yourself, it's like one thing happened and it gets stored in the back of your head, I think in the hippocampus, in the memory, and then it's like another similar thing happens and someone calls you a mean name or you failed at something, and then it just goes on top of one another and things keep happening, and then you have these like deep-seated negative beliefs about yourself, and that's really hard because they're so deeply stored back there, but you can challenge them, and that's what we're doing right now. She said you have to challenge those beliefs, and when they come up you have to just like swat them away like a fly and then pick up one of those books or use an affirmation or just completely distract yourself and do something more fun and just don't even think about it. Um, Sometimes you just have to stop wearing makeup for a week if you're a girl, or if you're a boy and you like wearing makeup, just take it off. So if you really take care of your skin, though, you don't really need to wear makeup, and you don't need to anyway because you're beautiful. And sometimes when you don't believe that, you just have to effing tell yourself, I am beautiful, a million times until you believe it. Because the only reason you believe that you're ugly is because you've told yourself over and over and over and over and over again, I am ugly, and then that becomes your reality. We believe what we tell ourselves, and you might think that's not true, but it is, because you only believe that you're stupid or you're unwanted or whatever because of certain situations in your life maybe, but also because you have said it to yourself so many times that it's become a fact. And now we have to reverse that process by saying, by telling ourselves new stories. Stories is what I like to call them. We tell ourselves different, more positive stories over and over and over and over and over again until they become our reality. And that's what I did. And I used to make posters that said, I am beautiful, and I put it over my mirror. and all kinds of different affirmations, and I put it all over my room. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I see, I am beautiful, I am wonderful, I am smart. And then and that's what I think about all the time, because it's in my face, it's in my head, and that's what I'm always saying, and that's what I say when a negative belief comes up. So you have to challenge beliefs. Stop wearing makeup for a week. If you have to in public, go for it, but just around the house, don't wear makeup. Just get used to that. Um, insecurity. Also, maybe like you're insecure because you can't do something as well as another person. Like, who fucking cares? Like, you're good at other things. If everyone was good at the same thing, like if everyone played violin really well and everyone was a painter, and everyone could ride a bicycle with no hands. If everyone was good at the same things, it'd be a really boring world. We're all given different talents and different gifts and different abilities for a reason. So it doesn't matter if someone else is good at science and you can't do science to save your life. Like, you're good at math and you're good at vocabulary, and some person can be a really good artist, but you're really good at writing. So focus on the things that you can do. Stop focusing on the things that you can't do. But you could if you wanted to, if you really tried and you really practiced every day, but if that's their God-given ability, let them do it. You have other abilities. Focus on the things that you're good at. Focus on the things that you have to offer this world, and there are a lot. So maybe if we all just magnified our successes, we'd be a lot happier.